Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best 15 brawlers inside of the game right now. So most of them aren't really in an order because I might be doing a tier list in a couple of days, depending on whether you guys want to see it or not. So let me know, because it is like a week or so until the update. But just want to really confirm the meta here, because we've got some hypercharges. Well, hypercharges have been released for a day or so now, so we know whether they're going to impact the meta or not. So let's just start off with one of the new hypercharges, and one of the best brawlers even without a hypercharge is Jae Young. So Jae Young was the most played brawler in LCQ, the recent esports tournament. Just goes to show how versatile of a brawler Jae Young is. The reason why he's so good is, well, the main reason is definitely his speed mode. He's just able to juke in and out of attacks really easily and apply pressure. He's got a lot of health, and he can switch between 3 different forms, whether it's damage, whether it's heal, whether it's speed. He's just a do-it-all brawler right now, completely power crept, max in the meta. You can go Jae Young everywhere. Next brawler on the list is Ruffs, and this might be a surprise to you guys, but Ruffs was the second most played brawler in LCQ last weekend, just going to show just how good he is. So the main reason why Ruffs is so good, he received that projectile speed buff, which originally I did have Ruffs in the top 15 when I did my prediction a day after the balance changes, but then he started to drop down in player rates, didn't really seem too much, and then people just realized the strategy with Ruffs. You use him, get his hypercharge super, you have a broken hypercharge brawler on your team, you just constantly feed them treats, so like Ollie, Kenji, etc. All of these broken hypercharges constantly feed that brawler the hypercharge, and they're just going to take over the game. They're going to completely hard carry. You're seeing Ruffs played literally everywhere. It's such a broken strategy, and the thing about Ruffs is that you think you can counter him with like aggressive brawlers. Well, you're actually just feeding his hypercharge, and that's actually playing it into his hands. And if you play a more control composition, well, your broken hypercharge brawlers are normally an assassin or a tank, and they can just overwhelm the throwers, etc. So it's just such a broken strategy. Next brawler on the list is Ollie, and of course Ollie is one of the best brawlers in the game, probably top 5 brawler in the game right now. Well, definitely actually, and it's for a couple of reasons. The first reason absolutely is the hypercharge. The hypercharge is so incredibly broken, you just cannot miss. Just being able to jump across the map, it's just, yeah, everyone knows it's broken, right? But also, one underrated feature is his all eyes on me gadget. This allows him to actually defend himself quite well against assassins. In particular, you do need like a teammate nearby just to make sure that you can kill that assassin quick. But again, you can at least defend yourself, and especially, for example, if you're playing gem grab, you can protect your gem carrier with his gadget, and then once you get super, you can then latch onto the enemy gem carrier. So it's just so much versatility with Ollie. He's pretty much good. He's usable in every single game mode outside of Heist. Next brawler on the list is Kaze. Zero surprises right here. Kaze is still one of the best brawlers inside of the game, and it's thanks to her invisibility gadget and her broken ninja super. So the reason why she's just so hard to counter is because she can just juke in and out of attacks and position herself so well in her geisha form, and again in ninja form. Just think about it, right? Every 12-15 seconds you're invisible. That's just so hard to predict and keep on top of, especially if you have no communication. It's just annoying, and you might be able to counter Kaze for a little while, but then you just need that one pop-off moment and you can get a dirty team wipe. It's just impossible to stop. She deals so much damage. Yeah, she's insane. Next brawler on the list is Bonnie. Another, not really a surprise whatsoever here, because Bonnie has been one of the best brawlers in the game ever since her hypercharge came out. Her fast charge and hypercharge allows her to make so many game-changing plays, and the hypercharge, if you land on anyone, pretty much guaranteed to kill every single time. Bonnie's so versatile, seeing as she's one of the highest HP brawlers inside of the game, being a sniper as well, and being a great brawler to counter those squishy throwers and snipers once you have used your super. She was top 5 in terms of play rate in LCQ. Do we even need to say more about Bonnie in this meta? She's OP. The next brawler on the list is Lumi. So Lumi's dropped down a little bit, going from like top brawler in terms of ban and pick rate to like top 6 or 7 in terms of ban and pick rate. See what I did there? I actually just do that by accident, guys. I'm sorry, okay? That might be my favorite number. Anyways, Lumi has dropped down mainly because there's just so many broken hypercharge assassins and tanks, making it a little bit harder for Lumi to defend herself, but she's still a menace when it comes down to Brawl. One of the best shutdowns to brawlers like Hank and Draco, so Hot Zone. Her gadget is still really strong, just getting countered a little bit too much in this meta. Some on the list we have Cordelius. Zero surprises here. Again, Cordelius' damage is just way too much right now. He can rip through literally everything. One of the best tank counters, one of the best hypercharge counters, and you can play play him pretty much everywhere. There's just no stopping this brawler. In terms of pick and ban rate, he was pretty much top 5 in both of these, just because, again, there's not really ever a bad situation to go Cordelius. A good Cordelius will absolutely carry, and one of the best and only counters to brawlers like Draco, for example, in Hot Zone. So yeah, Cordelius really is that shutdown brawler. The next brawler on the list is Hank, and Hank, I feel like he's in a little bit of an underrated period right now. I think like a month ago, people just kind of forgot Hank existed because of that recent buff, but he's still in a top 10 in terms of pick rates inside of BSC. Just going to show that, especially on, there's quite a few maps that are really toxic for Hank. There's quite a few Hot Zone maps, there's quite a few Brawl maps, and there's a lot of synergy to be had with Hank inside of this meta. It's a great counter to Shade. Actually, not the best really Shade counter since it's a hypercharge, but you get what I mean. Pairs really well with Byron, pairs really well with Jae Young. It's just so suffocating in the right situation. Next on the list is Kenji. Zero surprises here. Kenji has one of the best hypercharges inside of the game. Kenji was always in the top 15, but if anything, Kenji's got even better thanks to Ruffs, because there's so many synergies right now with Ruffs and Kenji. Just give Ruffs, we'll give Kenji the hypercharge Ruff super, and you can just delete the enemy gem carrier so easily. Gem grab is definitely Kenji's best game mode. He's also like a decent enough counter into Ollie and Hank, because I know Ollie will feed hypercharge from Kenji, but Kenji will just get his a lot faster. So yeah, it's just all about abusing that broken hypercharge. Next we have Byron. So since his hypercharge released, you just know how broken this hypercharge is from my streams, it's just horrible to play against. The reason being, Byron's hypercharge rate is so fast, like 2.5 supers. One of the easiest attacks to hit inside of the game, and NPCs this is a new Gus, right? The NPCs are just playing it everywhere. You can't play Byron everywhere, and gem grab, it can get countered. Pros know how to counter him a little bit, but still, his booster shots helps him stay alive in so many different situations against those assassins. Again, super quick, super charge rate, and in terms of pick and ban rate, he was in a top 10 in both of these categories. So just confirming that Byron definitely is a top tier brawler. Next brawler on the list is Kit, and zero surprises here whatsoever. Kit's hypercharge is completely broken. One of the most banned brawlers, I think top 3 inside of LCQ, because you just can't stop a Kit really. Just one invisibility and the Kit's gonna creep in, especially against squishier brawlers. But it's all about getting that broken hypercharge. Ever since they buffed it, I don't even know whether it was a buff, whether it was a bug fix, I don't know, but they gave Kit's super damage, hypercharge super damage, and made it charge his super back. So you can jump onto someone, swipe them twice, jump onto another person, so you can essentially get 2 out of 3 brawlers easily without any counter play, really. It's crazy. So Kit's still broken. Next brawler on the list is Crow, and Crow's just creeping into the top 15 here. Another brawler that people just tend to forget about a lot, but he's just so solid in terms of draft. I think Crow is such a good counter to some of the meta brawlers like Jae Young and Byron, so he's good into both of them because of the anti-heal, of course, and then he's like a soft counter to brawlers like Hank, Draco, and a few other brawlers. He's good in heist, he's good as a gem carry and gem grab. He's just this brawler that's hard to kill, so it just always makes him a good option. Next brawler on the list is Lily. So again, another brawler that's just abusing the hypercharge right now. Even since the projectile speed nerf, the stat boost just absolutely carry Lily with that hypercharge, just meaning that she's going to kill everybody in that 1 versus 1 in the Shadow Realm. And of course, Lily has one of the most broken gadgets inside of the game. Lily's one of the best brawlers inside of heist, a really good option in gem grab, one of the best brawlers actually, because gem grab's just all about broken assassin hypercharges and can be used in other situations to counter those snipers and throwers. So Lily will forever be a good brawler, I think, until they nerf Vanish. Next up on the list, we have Mina, and you guys really thought I forgot about Mina, right? Mina is by far the best brawler inside of the game. She was banned every single game in LCQ outside of one, and she was played, and she won easily. Like, she won hands down, and I feel like the pros, I think the pros are just going to ban her in every situation anyways, but I think that just confirmed, like, yeah, there's no counter in Mina whatsoever. She's completely broken. She's got 2 really strong gadgets. She's got the Buster Shield type super, that's like a circle, which just makes it so you can push up the map, and then as soon as the opponent's about to kill you, you just pop this gadget, reload all your ammo, and then you get back into the 3-shot sequence to deal a lot of damage. Of course, she deals a lot lot of damage as well, 4,400 with that last sequence, but it's just all about the pressure she can put out with just her main attack. The other gadget against tanks, just cycling supers like crazy. I don't know how you're really supposed to counter Mina. I don't actually think there's a solid counter for her in the meta. Maybe Tara, maybe, I just don't know. Other hypercharged brawlers, that's about it. She's completely broken. Now moving on to the final brawler on the list, I went with Gus. So Gus is just a solid brawler in the meta right now. In terms of pick rates, he's in the top 10. He's never really banned out too much, but Gus is just a solid brawler overall. Maybe like another reason why some of these support brawlers are just so easy to use in this meta, like Jaeyoung Baron, because their main attack is so easy to hit. The hypercharge helps him defend, and he's one of the few brawlers that can at least defend himself against some hypercharge assassins. So for example, like Bonnie, when Bonnie jumps onto you, at least you can knock them back. You know, if Kenji comes close, there's a few other instances, at least he can defend himself a little bit because he has a lot of health and a shield. But outside of that, sometimes it's a bit of an easy kill. I don't know. Gus is still a top 15 brawler just about. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section what brawler you think should have been in the top 15. But that's going to be it. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.